Welcome to the Strange North channel. In this video, I'm going to show you the world's first official UFO landing pad that opened in 1967 in a place you might not expect, which is St. Paul, Alberta. This is a small town of just under 6,000 people, and it's about 200 kilometers northeast of Edmonton. The town was originally known as Saint-Paul-des-Metis, and this area was originally settled by Métis families who were integral to the local fur trade and the early development of the region. And over time, people settled in this area from many other countries, and this town developed into a diverse community. In 1967, Canada was celebrating its Centennial anniversary. Canada officially came into existence as a country on July 1st of 1867. And of course, 1967 saw Centennial celebrations happening across the country. And the town of St. Paul decided to build the world's first UFO landing pad as part of this Centennial celebration. The 1960s were a time when people were very interested in and excited about space travel. NASA was sending rockets and manned craft into space, and the whole space travel theme was very popular in the national consciousness and pop culture in general. The idea for building a UFO landing pad in St. Paul is credited to former mayor of the town, Jules Van Brabant, and a couple other local business owners. And a couple of local construction companies donated the concrete and steel that was necessary for the building of the project. And so on June 3rd of 1967, the St. Paul UFO landing pad was officially opened, and Paul Hellyer, who at the time was Minister of National Defense in Canada, flew in by helicopter, and he was the official government representative that officially opened this landing pad. And if you're really interested in UFOs, you probably already know that in later years, Paul Hellyer would claim that various Western governments have long been suppressing large amounts of evidence of UFOs and extraterrestrial life, including within Canada. I'm going to do a separate video on Paul Hellyer down the road because he's a really interesting individual and he's very prominent in UFO discussions within Canada. The primary structure of the landing pad is a 30-ton raised platform with this large map of Canada embossed in the backstop. And this backstop piece consists of stones that have been taken from each province in Canada. During the summer months, from May long weekend to the Labor Day long weekend, the Tourist Information Center is open. This features a gift center as well as a whole bunch of archives of UFO research, including pictures of UFOs and crop circles that people have submitted. Unfortunately, I visited the landing pad just after the season closed for the Tourist Information Center, but I'd like to come back next summer and take some video of the inside as well. The UFO landing pad in St. Paul was built in a spirit of general unity, not only with potential extraterrestrials, but also internationally on planet Earth as a whole. There's a sign beside the landing pad that indicates the area under the pad has been designated international space by the town of St. Paul. And this is done as a symbol of faith that mankind will maintain the outer universe free from national wars and strife. General interest in UFOs developed over the decades, and in 1995, a UFO hotline was set up in St. Paul where people could call in and report their experiences, and many people did end up calling over the years. And the UFO landing pad was even visited by Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip during their 1978 tour of Canada. On that same tour, they also visited the world's largest Easter egg in Vegreville and visited other communities in eastern Alberta. And of course, as you might expect, you can find a couple places in town that really play on the UFO theme. Just down the road from the landing pad is UFO Pizza, and I stopped in here for lunch, and the pizza was delicious and the interior decor is so fun. And personally, I just love that Alberta established the first official UFO landing pad. I often come across people in this province that haven't even heard about this place. And it really seems like general interest in UFOs or UAPs or whatever you want to call them has really been increasing, especially during the last few years. And so if you're generally interested in the topic of UFOs, now you're aware that the beautiful province of Alberta opened the first official UFO landing pad in the world. And if you're looking for fun road trip ideas within the province, you should definitely visit the UFO landing pad in the town of St. Paul. As I mentioned, I'd like to visit St. Paul again next summer and visit the inside of the visitor tourist center at the landing pad, and I might even do another video showing you the rest of the town of St. Paul. If you're interested in watching more of my content, please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be uploading at least one new video per week. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you next time on the Strange North channel.